He started to rap and people like, no, Kanye, like you need to stick to beats. You need to stick to beats. Why are you rapping? And he said, no, I want to rap. And he was the only person that believed he could do it. And look where he is now. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sullivan Grace, and I am a self-improvement content creator mixed in with a little bit of faith. So if you like that type of content and you're here trying to be the best version of yourself, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more YouTube videos, and let me know what you want to see more down in the comments. If you're watching this video today, you are clearly in search of being your best self, being a baddie, doing whatever you need to do to live your best life, and I'm here to help you with that. So I'm here to give you 5 tips that you need to start implementing in order to be your best self. The first tip that you need to start doing is organizing your life. I'm going to give you 2 scenarios to help you out with a little bit of visualization of what being your best self looks like. So we have girl number 1. Her name is Tiffany, and Tiffany is a huge fan of Sullivan Grace's YouTube channel. She watches all her YouTube videos, and she's clear on her organization. She knows to cook her dinner at night so that she can be prepared with her leftovers in the morning for lunch. She knows to pick out her outfit the night before so she can be ready for work and she's not rushing. She knows that she has to write out what her day consists of so that she can follow a schedule of what her goals are to hit for the day, her to-do list. Tiffany is just very clear on what she wants her life to look like. And then we have girl number 2, and her name is Maria. Now, Maria is also a huge fan of Sullivan Grace, but Maria's problem is that when she's done with her YouTube videos, she shuts her laptop, she turns her phone off, and she rolls over, goes to sleep, and she does not apply any of the tips that she's learned in order to be her best self. So Maria also has a pretty good job, but she does not take the time to prepare her lunch the night before. She doesn't have her outfit picked out, and because she doesn't know what her day looks like the night before, she is rushing in the morning, which makes her late for work, and she's overall just not organized, and it's affecting a lot of different areas of her life. Now, the only difference between Maria and Tiffany, one of them is implementing the tips that she's learned, and the other one is not. So if you didn't catch the drift yet, be like Tiffany and don't be like Maria. Make sure you are organized, and just remember that when you're starting your day, 70% of your days start at night. So if you're setting clear intentions on what you want the following day to look like, it's easy to just wake up and go, because you know you already planned out what your day is going to look like the night before. You have your clothes picked out, you have your lunch packed, you maybe have your workout clothes set up if you want to work out at 5 a.m. I'm personally not that type of girl, but if you feel in your spirit that you want to wake up at 5 a.m. and work out, by all means, go ahead, girl, and do it. But yeah, moral of the story is that you have to make sure that you're getting clear on your organization, whatever that looks like for you. So if you have a wall calendar that you want to write out your days, you write out your to-do list, by all means do that. If you're a phone girly, a reminder girly, and you feel like you need to write out your reminders day by day, what you need to do, feel free to do that. It's all about trial and error, and I know that none of us are going to be perfect, but it's worth a shot, girl. So you gotta, step it up a little bit. The second thing that you need to start doing to upgrade your life is worrying about yourself. And this usually consists of getting rid of gossip. I'm gonna just keep it real. I am going to keep it real. You have to stop gossiping, girl. I know we all love a good kiki. We love to laugh on the phone with our friends. Everybody needs that every once in a while. But if every one of your conversations is consisting of talking about another person or degrading another person, I really encourage and highly suggest you to look inside and figure out what is it that's going on that's causing you to project so much negativity onto your environment and worry about somebody else. Another thing that we need to consider when it comes to gossiping is that you're taking all your attention that should be on yourself and you're projecting it outwards. And usually I find in my personal experiences that when somebody gossips a lot, they're not really doing the work to better themselves. If you have so many hours in your day to sit and just talk about what's going on in other people's lives, you're not directing enough attention to yourself. Another thing I noticed is that people who have their own motion, people who got it going on, they are not worried about what other people have going on because they're so consumed with what they're doing. They're never going to take the chance to belittle somebody else, especially someone who, quote unquote, isn't doing as well as them. Everybody has their own level of success, but you're never going to catch a CEO discussing what discussing what somebody else who doesn't have their own motion got going on. I'm sorry, but you're never gonna see someone who's successful, who has that inward focus, who is positive oriented, worried about what the next person has going on for too long. Like I said, we all love a good kiki, because I know I do. But at the same time, it cannot be what all your conversations consist of. And I also noticed, just on a spiritual level, when I sit and talk about people or I'm around people who are gossiping too much or it's just a negative energy overall, that brings me down a lot. I don't like to sit and discuss what other people have going on because it makes me really anxious sometimes. It's like, are they talking about me like that? It just really puts me in a spiral sometimes because I just like to do my own thing and I don't like the idea of people are always going to have something negative to say, but I just personally don't like the idea of people sitting around talking about me, and it gets me in a lower vibrational space of thinking, and I'd rather not be that place. So I'd rather just not even surround myself with people who do that as well. So that's the second point. Make sure you're not gossiping, girl. Make sure you are directing your conversations around positivity, and that is a good way to upgrade your life as well. That leads me into my third point of surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm 22, and sometimes in this stage of my life, it's very hard to find people who have the same method of thinking of me around self-improvement and being your best self. I find that a lot of people my age are, worried about what the next move is and how are we going to get outside, and it's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I personally like going outside when I have my stuff together. I like going outside when I know that I'm in a good area in my life. I like having fun when I know that my business is taken care of. But if I'm around somebody that likes to go outside every weekend but your business isn't taken care of, that's going to make me think that something is wrong with me, because I don't want to just go outside and have fun all day and my business and my work isn't taken care of. So it's very important for me, especially in this area of my life, or if you're just a person who likes the idea of self-improvement, being about your business, then you have to also surround yourself with people like that. Now, are all of my friends in the gym every day and they have all of these goals that they're working towards? No, I have friends who I just go out with and I know that we're just going to have a simple conversation and it's not going to be deep, and that's it. And I'm completely okay with that because I know their space in my life. They probably know my space and theirs, and we just have a mutual understanding that this is your purpose in my life right now. But when it comes to my close friends and the people that I know we are working towards the same things, then I have to really be clear about, okay, are their values matching up with mine? How are they adding to my life? How am I adding to their lives? Are we, reciprocating our values to each other? Are we encouraging each other to be our best selves? Are we holding each other accountable? those are the standards that I have in my close friendships and just any close relationship in general, because those people are the people that are going to pick you up when you're down and remind you of the goals that you're working towards. Like, Kayla, I know you're watching, one of my closest friends. And, when I'm not putting out YouTube videos, my friends are like, where your YouTube videos at? You said that you were gonna be consistent this year. Where are your videos? Where are your content? And you need people like that to hold you accountable and to check you when you're not in line with your goals. So it's very important to surround yourself with like-minded people, and that will take you very far. The fourth thing that you are going to have to start doing, girl, is believing in yourself. Now, this is arguably one of the most important tips that you need to really develop when it comes to being the best version of yourself. A lot of us, including me, have a very, very big purpose that they feel that they are working towards. You probably have big dreams. If you like me, you probably got your vision board sitting up above your bed that you are working towards every day. You visualize it in the shower, you're thinking about it, you're thinking of ways and connections that you need to make to get to where you want to be. And a lot of times, your dreams may even scare you. Telling my dreams to other people will be extremely intimidating. Sometimes I'm very private about my dreams and the things that I see myself doing with my life, because I'm like, people might not believe in me. People might look at me crazy if I tell them what I want to do. If I tell them that I want to be a multimedia journalist known for self-development content, people might look at me crazy when I tell them I want to start a podcast. People might look at me crazy when I tell them I want to be an author. I have all of these things that I want to do. And it's easy to doubt yourself. But when it comes to big dreams and goals that you have to believe in yourself. And if you don't have that belief yet, start with writing it out. You can start visualizing every morning what you look like in your dream car. What do you look like in your dream house? What do you look like with a 750 credit score? Who is that girl that is at the gym every day? What do you need to do to get there? And you need to visualize yourself with your face and your body in the gym every day, at a coffee shop, in this expensive neighborhood. It got to be constant. When you start visualizing that, then you can take the steps to work towards what you actually need to do in current time to be where you already know yourself to be. Once you do that, it'll be a little bit easier to really believe in yourself and invest in your goals and your dreams. Honestly, I've started to just be outspoken about my dreams and my ambitions, because I like seeing people be like, oh girl, like that's a lot, because it just gives me motivation even more to prove people wrong. If you think that I can't have 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, then I'm going to show you. And everybody's going to be looking crazy when Sullivan Grace has this big YouTube channel, because I'm going to remember those people that didn't believe in me. It feels good to prove people wrong, not feed into the negativity that people give you, and to be so strengthened by the positivity and the faith that you have, that you just know that you're going to do everything that you need to do. I always think about Kanye West. Yes, he's one of my favorite artists. I'm so sorry about it to anybody who doesn't like him. I always just have this connection to Kanye because he believed in himself when nobody else did. He was in the basement of his mother's house for 3 years straight making beats when nobody believed in Kanye. 3 years straight. You know how much dedication that takes? 3 years. Nobody was listening to him. And even when he did make it, he started to rap and people like, no, Kanye, like you need to stick to beats. You need to stick to beats. Why are you rapping? And he said, no, I want to rap. And he was the only person that believed he could do it. And look where he is now. He might not be everybody's favorite celebrity. He has very strong opinions, but I'm just always so inspired by this kid from the south side of Chicago that made a name for himself, all because he believed in himself. Kanye was rapping about stuff that nobody wanted to talk about, but he started that wave of positive rap in Chicago because everybody rapped about the same thing and he was different, and that was what made him special. Kanye believed in himself the whole time. Nobody could ever tell Kanye that he wasn't going to be great. He started filming his documentary before he made it because he knew that he was going to make it. Imagine how much belief that took for him to have in himself for him to start filming that documentary so early on because he just knew that he was going to make it. That's what type of belief that you need to have in yourself. Start filming your journey now. Start writing down what you feel like right now, because when you make it and you accomplish your goals, you're going to be looking back like, wow, I remember when I was at my mom's house. I remember when I didn't have any subscribers on YouTube. I remember when I didn't have any followers on Instagram. I remember. And then you're going to be able to look back at those days and really cherish them, because you are exactly where you want to be and where you knew that you were going to get the whole time. And even if people didn't believe in you, even if people doubted you, you can prove everybody wrong just by having that faith and knowing that you're going to fulfill everything that you're created to fulfill in this life. So don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself. If nobody else does, have those core people in your life that also believe in you, that can remind you, hey, this is your purpose. You are made for this. And keep on working towards it. You got it. Last and final tip is to make sure that you are not being too hard on yourself. Now, this tip is really for me because this is something that I really, really struggle with. I am a perfectionist, y'all. I want to get everything perfect. If something isn't right, I have to do it over and over again until it is right. And sometimes it gets robotic in a sense because I'm placing all these expectations on myself, and it's just hard to meet them all the time. So I have to remind myself that steady progress and slow progress is better than no progress. I am not waking up at 5 a.m. every day. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not. I probably never will. But the fact that I'm trying and I'm waking up at 8 o'clock is better than waking up at 10. That's not saying that you shouldn't hold yourself accountable, but it is saying that there is a line between holding yourself accountable and being dogmatic, in the sense that you are not giving yourself any room to breathe. Because then when you're being so hard on yourself and you're beating yourself up about every single little thing and every single little mistake, it's going to make chasing your dreams and your goals not even enjoyable anymore. Like, you're going to just not even enjoy the journey anymore. And it's really all about the journey, because if you're so hard on yourself to keep on getting to the next level and do everything right, and you just got to make sure that everything is 1,000% correct, and it's not fun to you anymore, you're never going to be satisfied with where you are in the current moment, because you're so worried constantly about getting to the next level. So I just say that to say that on this self-improvement journey and this journey to be your best self, sometimes it can be a lonely journey. It can be a very hard journey, but just remember to take the time to really just bask in who you are at the moment sometimes and celebrate your accomplishments. I'm personally on a weight loss journey. I have been walking 10,000 steps a day, girl. Yes, 10,000 steps a day. Sometimes even more. I've been eating healthy. I'm doing 75 soft. So sometimes that does get very hard. I have my cheat days. I'm not perfect. I eat Oreos sometimes. The other day I had walked my steps and I came home and ate the serving size of some Oreos, which was 3 of them. It was 150 calories, but I had to tell myself, you deserve this. And I felt good about those Oreos too. I felt great about them because I deserve those Oreos. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to take those strides and to celebrate yourself in a moment and congratulate yourself and say, hey, I've come a long way. Right now, I just graduated from college. I'm back in my mom's house, and it's easy for me to beat myself up and be like, oh my gosh, so-and-so on Instagram just got this new apartment. Why am I at home? Why do I feel like I'm not having the best summer ever? Why am I not outside every weekend? Why am I not this? Why am I not that? But at the end of the day, I'm moving at my own pace, and things are going to make sense because this is my journey. And compare myself and be so hard on myself to the point where I'm not even enjoying where I am right now. This is my journey, like I said, and it's going to be perfect in its own way, and it's okay to make mistakes. Just be great. Whatever that looks like to you, be great. Be great, live in your purpose, do what you're supposed to do. Sometimes your decisions might not make sense to anybody else, but that's when trusting yourself comes in and really making sure that you're locking in with who you want to be. And as long as you're locked in with who you know you're supposed to be and you're moving towards that every day, you're going to be straight. Like I always say in my videos, once you close this laptop and once you turn your phone off and you exit the YouTube app, make sure you are actually implementing these rules past this video, y'all. It's very easy to watch 1,000 self-improvement videos in the future and you motivated in the morning, and then as soon as you go throughout your day and somebody makes you mad or somebody says a weird comment to you, you just go down this spiral, and all of a sudden by the time you lay your head on your pillow at night, you don't even believe in yourself anymore because of that one comment that somebody made to you, i.e. me. Like I struggle with these things, which is why I make these videos, because I'm coming from a place of authenticity, and you are worthy of everything that is coming to you as long as you put in the work. God will always meet you halfway.